Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Friday, 22nd of March 2024, and it's 10 to 10 in the morning. And we're now going to bring out our selections for Hexham this afternoon, starting with the first race at 2:20. And 6 go to post here. There's no non-runners at present. And our first selection is going to be Galangan, which is down to run tomorrow as well. But Galangan is our top selection. So let's go into Matchbook once again. And you'll see there that Galangan is currently the 1.6 favourite. And the over-round figure is perfect. So if you were going to back that today, that would be fine. So our SP at the moment is 1.6. We can't bet over £50. We know it's going to be. Anything under evens will be. So that's our first selection in race 1 for the 220. This will be Galangan, but it won't be bringing £100 back. All you can do here is 50 times 1.6 will bring 80, and that will be the only bet for that race. So back into the racing post. The second race now at Hexham is for 7 runners, and there are no absentees as it stands. So into the 250. Our top selection here will be Kingston Rock. So back into Matchbook for the second race. And Kingston Rock is currently right down the bottom there, but it's not the outsider. They're not in order at the moment. It's 102.82 on the over round, so you want another percent to come off that. And 5.9 is the odds for Kingston Rock, so it would require stakes of £16.95 to return £100. And our second selection, Le Hardon. This is currently at 5.3. It's not a bad pricing race, that actually, as I was looking through it. But 5.3 is the SP there. Stakes of £18.87 would return £100. We've laid out 35.82. That would leave 14.18 for the next selection, which is Brian's Jet. And Brian's Jet currently at 6.6. We would need stakes of £15.15 on this. And we just underneath, we've got £14.18. And that can be our maximum stake for Brian's Jet. So the stakes are £50. Brian's Jet will have £14.18 staked at a price of 6.6, which would return us £93. So yeah, that would be pretty good. And we would have 2 running for us, Kingston Rock and Le Hardon, which would return £100. So we've got 3 against the field there. There's only 7 runners, but it is quite an open race, that one. Moving back into the racing post here, 3:20. 6 go to post. And I've given as my number 1 selection here, Heritier de Civola. Had a couple of wins on that. It's run a couple of times in the last 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll go back into Matchbook for the 3:20. And Heritier de Civola currently trading at 2.1. The over round's perfect as well as 101.76. So at 2.1, which is 11 to 10, we would need a stake of £47.62 to return £100. And our second selection is Keep Wondering. And Keep Wondering is at the moment trading on Matchbook at 10, but we haven't got £10. We've only got £2.38 to bring us up to the £50 stake. So £2.38 on Keep Wondering and an SP of 10 would return £23.80, not far off half our money back, and we do have the favourite running for us to return £100. That's Heretia de Civola. Then going into the 355, got a non-runner here, and 6 go to post. Lincoln Burrows is out. We go into that was my top selection, so that was my number 1. So we've got a little bit of changing to do here before I carry on, because now it's given totally different horses than it would have been. So our number 1 selection now is a horse called Rumble Bee. So we'll go into Matchbook, into the 355, and Rumble Bee is trading second favourite at the moment at 4.7. And again, you can see the over round is 103. So 4.7 SP, stakes of £21.28 would return £100 on Rumble Bee. Then our second selection is Wow Bucks. Try and get that right. Wow Bucks. And Wow Bucks is the favourite. This is trading at 2.32 on Matchbook. And that would require stakes of £43.10, but we don't have that much. We've got £28.72 left in the kitty to bring that up to £50. So the first thing we'll do is back to the calculator. £28.72 times 2.32 SP would return £66. So you'll still get a profit if Wow Bucks was to win. And if Rumble Bee was to come home in first place, that would return £100. Going now into the 430. Just got 5 go to post here. No non-runners at the moment. And the 430, my top selection is Night in Venice. And back into Matchbook for their penultimate. Nights in Venice is favourite currently at 3.25. The over round 103, a little bit to bring down on that. So 3.25 would need a stake of £30.77 to return £100. And the second selection there is Return Fire. Return Fire is second in at 3.6. Would require stakes of 27.78, but we've only got 19.23 left. So we would put that on Return Fire to bring it up to our £50 stake. So £19.23 times the Matchbook price of 3.6 would return us £69. So again, it would be a profit. And the one running for us to return £100 would be Nights in Venice. So we have the favourite 2 against the field in the 430. Back into the racing post. And this is the last race on the card. This is the 505. 6 go to post and currently no non-runners. So into the 505, our selection here would be 2 Old Pals. That would be our top selection. And moving into matchbook for the final race, 2 Old Pals, currently favourite. The over round at the moment is 102, so needs to come down a little bit. 3.2 then is the price. Stakes of £31.25 would return £100. And our second selection is Pavlik. Pavlik is 7.4 currently at matchbook and would return, will return £100, but stakes of £13.51 you would have to do first. Now we've laid out £44.76, £5.24 in the kitty, and our third selection is Duo Dem Fair. And this is currently trading at 6.4. So we know we've only got £5.24, so that would be our maximum stake on Duo Dem Fair. So into the calculator for the final time, 5.24, which is the stake, times 6.4 is the price. Tells us that we would get a return on this one of £33. So not quite the money back, but again, better to get something than nothing. That's Duo Den Fair. And the chances of returning £100 are 2 Old Pals and Pavlik. So we're going to do a recap again at Hexham. We're going to start with the 220. Only one selection here because of the price. This is Galangung. That's in the 220. Then in the 250 at Hexham, we've got 2 running for us, Kingston Rock and Lahardon. And the third selection to bring back the least money would be Brian's Jet. Into the 320, we've got Heretia de Civola. That's our top selection to return £100. And Keep Wondering would bring the lesser amount. Into the 355 at Hexham, one selection of Rumble Bee would return £100. And Wow Bucks would return the lesser amount. Into the 430 at Hexham, Nights in Venice is our top selection to bring back £100, and Return Fire would bring in the lesser amount. And into the final race here, the 505, 2 Old Pals and Pavlik, one of those two would return £100, and Duo Don Fair would bring in the lesser amount. So that's Hexham completed for today. So if you're going to back any of them selections, try getting on closer to the time, because the over-round figures, they're not bad, but they could do with going down 1% or 2. So as I normally say, happy punting for the day, and we'll catch up in the results show at the end of the day.